G's, hundreds of my thumb got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Jaguars and the Texans, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston Texans, and NRG Stadium. Set for a good run here in the AFC South. Glad you're on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this always the division of opportunity. Can you get everything right and make a run here? Each team has had its little moment, and as we sit here in 2024, one more time, this is a division with a chance to make something happen.
Yeah, what's so cool about this division, Mike, is it seems like it's changed hands year in and year out, especially here as of late. The surprise teams around the league the last couple seasons have been from the AFC South. A lot of that's been they haven't been the strongest. They're all trying to figure out their long-term quarterback play. But when you talk about optimism and hope, not only in the building but around the city, these teams in the AFC South, they all think this is our year.
The Texans come out with the Rookie of the Year from last year in the NFL. C.J. Stroud, he was the #2 overall pick out of Ohio State. Greg, a talented quarterback here.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
Second down and 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Akers. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
At the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
Now, Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Here's Stroud. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A 41-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Now 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, Travis Etienne. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. 3rd down, 3 to go. He'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he's going to have a Jags 1st down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And the Texans are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Texans offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10.
Offside, defense.
Throwing is Stroud. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down for Houston.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
In motion now, it's Collins. On play action, Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. That one good for 29.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Now it is 1st and goal. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And in motion, it's Diggs. They'll try the jet sweep with Diggs. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Last drive yielded 3. They'd like more. See what happens on 3rd and goal. And in motion, it's Diggs. They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Texans. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And